Dear Cantonese learners, last few times you have already learned the different combination of initials and finals, and some most difficult one, maybe most students find them difficult, those are starting from the letter O, the sound O, and then from sound O and then transit to sound A and other initials. They sound quite difficult. And then today we will have only a few left, which are quite difficult to the students. Maybe only some of those difficult pronunciation and combination. Maybe some students find them difficult, but not all. But after the few that we have studied now, then you will find that the remaining will be very easy. So now we proceed to the combination with the finals of letter O, letter E, letter O, and letter I. Okay. Now, you learn that letter E is A, okay, just stretch a little bit, letter E, A, and then letter O is O sound, okay, make your mouth as wide as the letter O shape, okay, O sound, and then the letter I is the E sound, stretch as most as you can, stretch out, E, okay, and then the letter E is not E, the letter E is A, just a little bit, stretch a little bit. So from a little bit A to a round shape O, and then to the round shape E, okay, you will become, you make the A first, A, O, E, like this, okay, so eoi, you become like this. So just the finals would sound fun and strange and difficult, but when you add the initial, for example, we start from the da sound, okay, we don't have ba pa ma fa sound, okay, we have only the da sound. Those difficult sounds for that kind of pronunciation will have fewer words, so we don't have ba pa ma fa, we start from di da. So when you make the da, so you make the de first, da, a, okay, that means de, de, and then when you make the de and then you o and then e, okay, so it will be easier. So it is da, get ready with the da first, da, 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 da. So you see, it is a combination of a few parts of sound joined together with a few finals, okay. Here, eoi, there are three finals, so it is not only just one part of sound, it is a syllable, but it is a few parts of sound to make up one syllable, very common in Chinese and Cantonese. So you cannot just say doi, doi. So even the native Cantonese will just say doi, okay, and then they think that it is just similar as the Mandarin doi, okay. So actually it's not. Both Mandarin and Cantonese, they have three. For Mandarin, the doi only have two finals but one initial. But here, Cantonese more, okay, that make Cantonese sound a bit more difficult. So it has three finals, one initial. So get ready with the initial the. Or other initials, and then with the first final A first, and then gradually transit. So the secret is in the gradual and correct and exact transition to make the whole sound, to make all those parts of sound connected smoothly. Okay, so once again, da, okay, and then for and then we go to ta la, ta, okay, ta, toy, toy, and then ena, no sound first, no nasal sound, and then no, that means a woman, and then L sound la. L is just English lazy, okay, easy, okay, la, and then ga, that mean you live in Hong Kong 居住喺香港，唔係居住嚇，亦居住 ，OK。And then after 咧，then we go to 佢 ，we always say 佢 means he or she，OK， 佢哋、他們 ，OK， they，OK， 佢 ，and then we skip ng and then we go to h 佢 always get ready with the first final first, okay， 佢 okay gradually transit and then we skip a few and then we go to the last four finals GCC and then the 23 okay 知啦 get ready with the追 okay just now I made the answer okay 追 okay and then 黐啦吹 and then 是水 and then the last one final J would make Y sound so yeah get ready with the yeah that's all for the EOI. So after listening and learning and mastering the EOI, then the remaining EON and EOT will be easy. Okay, EON remember you end with the N, okay, and then keep it. Okay, for the I because you have to stretch out to the utmost, so sure you will keep it, and then the sign is clear. But for the N and T as the ending, so you must keep it. Okay, so also the same from A to O and then to N. Okay, so. And keep it okay. So and then we start with also with the da okay. EON will have even fewer words. Okay, da dun. Keep the end sound dun. Okay, and then ta turn. And then we skip the N and then we go to the L. Learn. So 議論啦，唔係就咁議論嚇，議論 OK。And then also we go to the last few GCC sound OK， 準 keep it OK。And then 陳 keep the end sound。And then okay, so you clearly see my transition from the little bit straight out A and then O and then in. Okay, keep the ending. Okay, the last one will be the 23 alright, so that's for the EON. The next one will be EOT lah. So now you can master EOI, EON. Then it's easy for EOT, okay? But you keep the ending T, okay? So that you can make the sound clear, okay? So remember the T, okay? Just now you make the English sound, okay? Your tongue tip is at the back of your teeth, okay? So keep it, okay? So from A, O, and okay, don't make the sound, but you keep the position so that the sound will be clear. Okay, if you just E and O and then you don't keep it here, then the sound will not be clear. For example, also we start from that with the DE for the okay, the okay. So and keep it okay, and then the N sound, okay, the N initial, okay, N, okay, N, okay, and then the L, and then we skip a few, the last few sound only have GCC, okay, Z, okay, okay, and then okay. For this sound, even as a native, I can make it well when I was a young girl. I because at that time I haven't studied that it is EOT and then what is EOT. As a native, you just make the sound naturally, automatically. But you don't know how to make the sound, how the sound is made. Okay, so I don't know it is a chut or chut or chut. Okay, for you sound similar, right? For the native, we can hear clearly that you don't make the sound exactly. Okay, so now actually I learned that, and you also have learned that it is eot is from a to o. Okay, so it is make the chut. Okay, and then shut. Okay, so that's all for the eo. So sound not difficult now, right? After you learn bit by bit, learn letter by letter, learn sound by sound, initial by initial, final by final. So when you make one letter well, one part well, and then you make the whole transition of the whole sound well, then the sounds will be clear, and then will be exact. Okay, and then even you can pronounce better than the native, because the native actually they think that they can speak well, but actually may not be, because they make lazy sound. For example, they don't keep the ending sound, or they don't make clear the N and L, and then they even don't make the NG ending sound well, okay, or PTK well. So sure, you can sound better than the native. You keep learning. And then of course I learn well, okay, master them, okay. So that's all for